Alright, this wasn't gonna be a video because of things that happened last night, but we're gonna try and turn this into something positive. Alright, last night there was a bunch of us went to Echo Bay. It's monsoon season. Alright, so see those? It was kind of like that last night about this time. And June got there first, Elric got there, I got there about the same time Elric did, well, a little bit after. But we kind of waited for a while because it was puffing pretty good. Things laid down to, you know, a normal, you know, Echo Bay-ish kind of wind thing. So it was normal. It was kind of normal. And we looked around, and June and I, we kind of made the decision, let's go. So, but we decided we were going to stay close, and there was a few of us there. I was there, Elric, June, John, another John, and a couple other people that I don't know. But we said, let's just hang around last chance, so if we got to get out of here, we can. All right, if you've ever been to Echo Bay, you know, Last Chance Cove is one of the safest places to be. And I'm telling you what, in the matter of like 20 seconds, Echo Bay just turned into a disaster zone. First thing I heard, June was just in panic on the radio, saying it's getting bad, it's getting bad, it's getting bad. And now keep in mind, him and I were like probably less than 100 yards apart. We were close enough that we were talking, you know, from person to person, you know, not even over the radios. I looked around at the person I was just talking to. I couldn't even see him. There was so much stuff in the air. Less than 100 yards apart. Okay. I picked up my radio and said, everybody get out of the water. Okay. Troy was a cove north, and he pulled into a cove, drug the big rig up out of the water. He almost went over. And he had like a couple 100 feet to go. And he said he almost went over. That big rig, that's pretty much unflippable, and he said he almost went over. Okay, I was in this Native Titan 12, 39 inches wide, 12 feet long. I kept swinging the rudder back and forth, trying to keep it straight, and I soon realized that I was going in circles. It was spinning me. I couldn't go straight. I couldn't go anywhere. I was like sitting in the eye of a hurricane, just circles. It was twisting me. John Meyer was setting in the cove right south of Last Chance Cove, right at the inlet to Last Chance Cove. He's got a motor. He had his motor pinned. Couldn't make any headway. Elric got launched out of a cove, out into the middle of the channel. Radio got swamped. Motor shorted out. He had to fish his drive out of the back and drop it into the drive well and try and pedal through it. I was kind of panicked. I couldn't see him. Didn't know where he was. June went up to the top of the hill with a spotting scope to try and find him. And I was putting together a plan to tie this and the autopilot together to go find him, because we never leave a man behind. And then he appeared. He popped around the corner, and there he was. He was pretty shaken, but we got out of it. I don't know what to say for a lesson learned, other than, you know, it's monsoon season. File a float plan. You know, everybody, you know, we were all together. We took care of each other. Everybody was accounted for. The worst of it was over by the time we actually got to the launch. Okay, we waited another hour until everything laid down, and then we didn't get very far at all from Last Chance Cove. And I got probably the furthest out, and it was about 10:30 at night, and it was just completely dead calm glass, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky, so it was pretty obvious that there wasn't anything else coming. But, you know, if you're going to go out in monsoon season, get a radio that works. I recommend the Motorola. Okay, I don't have it out here, but it's a blue Motorola. They work really well. Motorola has been doing radios for a long time. Okay, they're waterproof and they work. So I don't know how. I was inventorying. I had 5 rods. I thought I was going to lose them all because, okay, here's what was happening. All right, I was facing this way like this. Okay, of course, facing that way. I was leaning this way. Okay, I was leaning this way. Waves were coming over like this, and that side was underwater. I had water flowing in that side, and the waves were coming over here, and I was leaning this way because the wind was coming. The wind was blowing this way, so I was leaning into it, and the waves, and that side was underwater. So and not a drop inside. I couldn't even believe that. That's the first thing I did when I got out of the water. I popped the hatch after I calmed myself down a little bit because I was pretty shaken myself. I thought for sure I was going over. I thought tonight's the night that I'm gonna flip, and I didn't. So Native Titan, like I said, 4 of the most stable kayaks on the planet almost turtled last night. So got to hang out with some good friends. My MacGyver friend John gave me an idea. So I was trying to figure out how to keep my crate from drifting forward, and he said, just put something in there. So I pulled these screws out where the stock cord goes. Got some screws, put them in there, put a piece of plywood in there, sealed it up, put tape around it, and that ain't moving. And it's a lot more sturdy now. I cut a little hole if I gotta get, to my rudder. So it's good to see you, John. It's good to see everybody. I just talked with Irv. He's in good spirits. He's Irv. So, but yeah, I was after it got dark and realized it was a completely full moon. I kind of was joking with June, saying, yeah, it's a good thing we're not sitting at Willow Beach right now after a storm on a full moon. And he pointed out to me that those winds come right out of the north. They came right out of the north, and we'd probably both been dead, because if you've been at Willow, that's a big funnel, north and south. So, and that's what it did, is it dropped. What got us is it dropped down over the hills. It was kind of like an atmospheric river kind of thing, and it was crazy. I mean, I've seen it go from good to bad in not much time, but as long as it took me to go, what'd you say? It was on me from June to me, and it was crazy. It was absolutely insane, and I've never seen anything spin me like this. It was crazy. That's all I gotta say. It's crazy. So, if you're not sure of your stuff, if you're not sure of your abilities, your capabilities, or your gear, don't go. The weathermen, they kind of got it right, but they were 3 hours off. I knew it was going to happen. That's why I thought what hit Echo at 3 was what they said was going to hit Echo at 3. No, it hit Echo at 6:30, and it was horrible. It was bad. I think they only actually called for 15 miles an hour. It was like closer to 40 or 50. It was ripping. I mean, it was... All I got to say is I don't know how we didn't go over, but we all made it out. We all made it back. So learn from this. Don't be Superman. Like I said, 4 of the most stable kayaks on the planet almost went. So, and oddly enough, June's in my old autopilot. It says, if you can, it says it upside down. It says, if you can read this, flip me over, and it's upside down. So I'm like, hey, we almost could have read that. So he still got that sticker on it. So yeah, it's just watch this video, and just if you feel the need to leave a negative comment, just put that back in the holster. All right, we know what we did. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and leave your comments. I don't care. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. I don't really care, because we got everybody out safely. Okay. I went with Troy up to, we baha'd down to where his kayak was beached, and we drug it up into the truck, and we got everybody out. We made sure everybody was out. And when we launched the second time after it was calm, we took inventory of everybody and made sure that everybody that went in came out. So there you go. But learn from this, all right? Especially in monsoon season, I've never seen it do it that bad, but it did it quickly. So keep your head on a swivel, keep your ears open. If you're talking to somebody, if you're looking at somebody and all of a sudden they just disappear, yeah, you better make tracks. So what got confusing to me is June's in a Ember Camo Autopilot 120. There was 2 of them out there last night. So he kind of drifted away from me. So when I saw the second Autopilot 120, I thought it was him. When I realized it wasn't him, I turned away from the launch and went back for him. Okay. He was okay. He was good. I shouldn't have done that, but I was in this. So, and at that point I had gotten, I'd gotten my my sea legs, so to speak. So I knew how far, at that point, I knew how far I could push it tight. And I was going after my buddy, because I always carry a tow rope, even though he was in an autopilot. I was going after him. So, and then when I saw him coming, I finally saw him coming right straight at me. I spun around, which wasn't a problem, because it had backed down, but it was still trying to turn me all over the place. At one point, I thought my rudder came loose, and so I was working it, and I could hear it. I could hear the steering drum rolling back there. So I said, no, it's still there. So, and then I kind of thought momentarily that my rudder fell out. But then I was like, no, everything's still tight. But it was bad. There was nothing good about it. John caught a crappie. I caught a fish about that big. And the guys from the Striper Club, they know what they're doing, apparently. That's why they're the Striper Club. They caught some stripers right by the bathroom, by the floating bathroom, off anchovies. So there you go. Enjoy it. It's kind of funny. It's kind of serious. But you'll see. And when I started shooting, it had actually calmed down. I was hanging on for dear life, I was just trying to keep this thing going straight. I was just trying to keep it going in one direction. So when I actually started filming, is about the time that I gained control of the kayak. So it wasn't, if anything, is a learning experience. It's a learning experience of how, with the experience that was on the water last night, it shows you how quickly plans can come right off the rail. So get some experience. Go out, get some experience. Don't go do stupid crap. But learn your limits. Learn your kayak, learn your gear, and just do what you can to be prepared. Okay? So enjoy it. I didn't want to do this, but I had a lot of requests to do this just so people can see how bad things can get. All right? So here it comes. All right. Good evening, Echo Bay. It's Friday night. We're having a Southern Valley Kayak Anglers having a little Friday evening get together here, and it's a balmy 112 freaking degrees right now, and all this nastiness is moving away from us. That right there, I'm keeping my eye on, because everything in my itty bitty brain tells me it's moving right towards us, which that's not going to be good. But June said June's already in the water. June said we can still wet launch, but I'm gonna do my normal meander down here and give y'all eyes on target here. So here we go down the ramp. I got the Titan, so I'm definitely looking to wet launch. So yeah, because that's right there is probably 3 feet of water. I'm not even going to get that far, but it ends right there. So see that second cleat right there? I wouldn't put a trailer or definitely your truck past it. You got about that far past the second cleat down the dock, and that's when you start having problems. So launch at your own risk. Use your noggin. This guy's getting ready to, he's going to come in the north side. Real big ski boat. I'm not going to wait for him to back it down. We'll come back here in a second, so you guys with trailers know what you're getting into. Hold on. Obviously this guy's done this before. He backed that thing right down here. We're going to see how far he's got to stick it in before it floats. I don't know if he's going to be able to launch that. It's an inboard. How you doing? She's floating. And he's back his truck is just in the water. He just floated his boat out. So that's good. North lane is good for launching with a trailer. So there you go. Alright, here's a little side note. Irv, our friend Irv, was supposed to be here with us tonight. He had an unexpected death in his family. Well, death is always unexpected. Unfortunate death in his family. And he will not be joining us tonight, so keep Irv in your thoughts. You're in my brain, Irv. Keep your chin up. You still got us, all right? So take care of yourself. Get your butt back here and let's catch some fish, all right? Take care of your family, take care of peeps, take care of business, and come home. All right? Keep your chin up, buddy. That'll be all right. So there you go. Keep him in your thoughts. I was really looking forward to hanging out with him tonight, but you know, like I said, he's not gonna be here. So sorry for your loss, Irv. All right, we're in the water. By we, I didn't even do proper introductions. We got June in my old autopilot, Troy in my old big rig. There's John, and I set up that deal right there. That's another John. But like I had hoped, the weather clouds scattered, storm clouds scattered. So not to say that they're not going to come back, because it is that time of year. But the wind laid right down, and Elric's out here somewhere. I do believe I saw him. A Hobie with a XI3 on the front of it. I don't know anybody else but Elric that's got one of those. So I'm gonna miss this shelf right here, and I'm going over there. So stick around, because we just got going. All right, it is ridiculously hot out here and humid. I'm kind of waiting, hoping that, what time is it? 6:30, 6:20. Hoping that sun goes down with the quickness here. But seeing a bunch of this. I'm seeing birdies diving over here. Kind of hard to see them. I'm looking right straight directly into the setting sun. But I'm seeing a lot of fish. So hopefully this ain't gonna take long. And I got something special planned up here. Stick around. You're the skunk beater of the day. June told me it's not gonna win any tournaments. I think he's wrong. See, if I hold it like this, it looks gigantic. But it's not. I have lures with me that are bigger than this. It's kind of shining right on them, what of it there is, but so you probably can't see it, but that's a big old bald eagle sitting right there. Right on that, just to the right of that peak. I always come here and check on us when we're fishing. It's one of the things I love about Echo. There's all kinds of wildlife up here. And me and June are sitting here trying to fish in 2.6 feet of water, and I keep telling him it's not working. June, hey June, I don't even need a fish finder because I can see the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna head out there. Where? Go find, probably over there where Troy's probably catching fish.
Yeah, he's already going for striper.
Oh, yeah, I know where he's going too. All right, we're heading north. Here's how quick things change at Lakemead. Okay, June and I were about 100 yards apart. he's squawking on the radio, trying to tell me to get out of the wind, and it's freaking glass where I was, and 20 seconds later, this happened. All right, and this isn't the worst of it. All right, the worst is the past. I thought I was going over in this freaking tight. I was stuck in the middle of the last chance cove. Couldn't go forward. Couldn't go back. The wind was. Oh God! Get by the. No. June's getting his ass kicked over here. Get over by the bank, June. All right. We should probably think about getting over there. Okay. So we're gonna come back in a little while when after we're sure that we're not gonna die. So hold on. We're gonna wait it out. So this right here, I don't know what your name is, but you're the smartest fisherman at Echo Bay tonight. He ain't getting the water. That makes him the smartest person here. Jesus. Alright, here's a couple more. But I'm not stuck. We all made it back.
Yeah.
June, Troy.
I gotta go take my PTSD pills now.
John. And there's Elric. Elric, the man that we almost had to go find because he was out of range of radio. I don't know if he was out of range of radio or if he was just busy hanging on for dear life. But there he is, all present and accounted for.
She's mad that I'm out here right
Do you have any idea how close we came to going to find you?
Jesus.
No, I'm Earl, but thanks.
I got blown halfway across.
Oh, I know.
My breaker shut off because it was so hot because I was running against the wind.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, no motor.
Oh wow. Nice.
I reached back there, put my drive in there, wait for it to cool down, and then I put it back on, but then I didn't put it full blast, so it stayed on the whole time.
June went to the top of the hill with binoculars looking for you.
Oh shit, man, bro, yeah. And then
Well,
my radio got swamped because I was pitching back. And
Dude, we almost sank in the middle of this cove over here.
yeah. Shit. Yeah, it was like. Hold on, I was on full speed on mine. I couldn't even move. I was like the ocean out there.
Yeah. I almost flipped that Titan right in the middle of this cove over here. We're all back. We're all safe, but we're probably going to go back out, so because it's getting calm now. We got to go find Troy's big rig. There's Troy.
Is that the one I gave you? Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn this off. All right, we're on the struggle bus of indecision over here. Now we're all looking at that, and apparently it's coming at us. So it's coming this way. It's coming this way. And over to native over here tells me it's coming this way. No, I just want to fish. Hey, you know, we could go to Willow. Just saying, after the storms, Willow. It'd be a smart thing to do. I don't know if we're a bunch of dimwits, or I don't know if we're just that determined. But we're back in the water. She's right over here, right there. And we got Elric. We got John. 1, 2, 3, 4, about five other people. And kind of full moon. So we're not going to get far because we just caught some crap, and look at that fish finder. So I'm going to try and catch some fish.